Welcome again to Mr. Benjamin's Math World. Today we are going to continue with the use of the FOIL method. This time we are going to be multiplying binomials. Binomials are polynomials that contain two terms. Two terms. We are multiplying binomials, and this time some variables have exponents in them. Let's use the FOIL method. As you remember, the word FOIL means first, outer, inner, and last terms. So we are going to be multiplying the first, the outer, the inner, and the last terms in these two binomials. Let's multiply them. First terms, x to the second times x to the second. X to the second times x to the second, x to the fourth. Why x to the fourth power? Because you remember, when multiplying, in multiplication, you multiply the coefficients. 1 times 1 is 1, and you add the exponents. This is 2 plus 2. It is not 2 times 2, even though in this particular case, we get the same result. But the 4 comes from the addition of 2 plus 2. X to the second times x to the second, x to the fourth power. Multiplying the outer terms. Remember, you always multiply the signs first. Before you multiply the coefficients, you multiply the signs first. Let's multiply the signs. Outer terms. Positive times positive equals to positive. Multiply the outer terms. X to the second times 4 equals to 4x to the second power. Multiply the inner terms, the ones inside, the terms inside. These two. Let's multiply the signs first. We'll multiply negative times positive equals to negative. And now we multiply 3x times x to the second. Multiply the coefficients. 3 times 1 equals to 3. Remember, I already multiplied the signs. I said negative times positive is negative. And now I take the coefficients. 3 times 1 equals to 3. And now multiply the variables. X times x to the second. While multiplying variables, we add the exponents. So this is 1 plus 2. So this will be 3x to the third power. And for last, we multiply the last terms. They are negative 3x times 4. Let's multiply the signs first. Negative times positive equals to negative. 3x times 4 equals to 12x. This is the result of the multiplication. So now what we are going to do is we are going to solve the like terms, if any. Let's see. This is 4x to the second. This is 3x to the third. Even though we have the same variable, the exponents are not the same. They are not 2 2's or 2 3's. No, it's 2 and 3. So they are different. So these two are not like terms. And then this is 12x to the first power. So we do not have the same exponents. So we do not have any like terms. When something like this happens, this is the result. But we should put them in order. When I say in order, I mean from the greatest exponent to the lowest one. The greatest exponent is x to the fourth, that's the greatest. And then the next one is the negative 3x to the third power. The next one will be plus 4x to the second power. And the last one is negative 12x. In descending order, to the fourth, to the third, to the second, and to the first. And this is the result. When multiplying the binomials, x to the second minus 3x times x to the second plus 4, the result will be x to the fourth minus 3x to the third plus 4x to the second minus 12x. Our second exercise says x to the second minus 6 to the second power. Let's remember that the exponent tells you the number of times that you are going to multiply the expression. So this number 2 is telling you that you will have to multiply x to the second minus 6 2 times. Let's do that. You show the multiplication first. This is x to the second minus 6 one time, times, because it's multiplying, x to the second minus 6 2 times. Here we are. Since we are multiplying binomials, the two of them are binomials, I can use the FOIL method. Let's use the FOIL method for the last time. X to the second times x to the second is x to the fourth power. X to the second times negative 6 equals to negative 6x to the second power. Negative 6 times x to the second equals to negative 6x to the second power. And negative 6 times negative 6 equals to positive 36. Do we have any like terms? Yes, we do. Here they are, because they have the same letter, the same variable, and those variables have the same powers, the same exponents. So these two are like terms. Let's solve them. X to the fourth, I'll bring it down because it has no other like term. 6 to the fourth. Negative 6x to the second minus 6x to the second. This is addition or subtraction depending on the signs, because we are not multiplying. There's no multiplication here. It's just adding or subtracting depending on the rule. The rule says when two numbers have the same signs, we add the numbers and we copy the same sign. What same sign? The negative sign in this case. And we add the numbers. 6 plus 6 is 12. And the last name is x to the second power. So it's negative 12 x to the second power. And bring down the positive 36. When multiplying the binomials, x to the second minus 6 times x to the second minus 6. This came from x to the second minus 6 to the second power. It means multiplying this expression 2 times. 1 time, 2 times. When multiplying them, the result is x to the fourth minus 12x to the second plus 36. And this is the way you multiply binomials with exponents by using the FOIL method. And if you think this was a useful video, please feel free to subscribe and activate the bell in order to receive further notifications. See you next time.